All right, hey, welcome back to 820. I'm your host, Ming Ahmad. And hopefully we'll get into a little more detail from the initial podcast today. And we'll summarize a bit from the previous podcast, but we'll dive right into this current podcast right now. Just as a summary, I know it's still fresh and new. 820, of course, it's not 820 right now, AM or PM, but maybe it's 820 somewhere in this world. But anyway, 820 is a play on, of course, the clock, the digital clock, but also 820 means 8 minutes and 20 seconds, 500 seconds of your life that I'm asking you to share with me, and for me to share the message with you about the importance of today's message, and hopefully it can help you today and not yesterday or tomorrow. So also, I'll try and touch on those recurring concepts about 820 and the underlying book and curriculum called Resilience, the Beauty of Presence, Process Models for Life. We'll get into that as well. I'll start alluding to and reciting or referencing some excerpts from the book and tying into the messages for 820. And again, hopefully I can keep the messages succinct and 500 seconds, so you can take what you can from those less than 10 minutes engagements with me. Use that information as a part of your guidance daily, and hopefully some feedback to me about what might be on point, way off base, or you need more of this or less of that. So today's topic on this podcast is meet and rebel. Meet and rebel. I'm calling that the mission statement for 820, the series, the podcast going forward, and then I'll get also into the vision statement for 820. But when I say for the topic today, meet and rebel, no, I'm not saying to cause ruckus and discord and trouble in this world. Really, I'm talking about meet and rebel, first of all, with yourself. Before you meet the world, meet and rebel. And today I'm going to talk about, not just in general, being specific about meeting and rebelling about or against. No, not say against. Considering and investigating, teasing out those traditions that most of us just follow blindly without even questioning it as a de facto status quo. So kind of funny, I was talking with a friend of mine I've known for over 4 decades. And we're just, talking about, history, family, friends, and more about, maybe our personalities that we come to grow as, not as friends, but as brothers, as things we went through together, and maintain that solid friendship that we can share to this day. But anyway, we were talking about, rebellion and rebelling. And I think we were talking about maybe James Dean, the actor. I think that was part of his mantra when he was on this earth. A rebel without a cause. Maybe it was his a movie. But anyway, we're talking about rebellion. And came to the conclusion that it's not to rebel without a cause. Rebellion is the cause. I like that. I'm going to use that probably as not just a rallying cry for me personally, but it kind of ties into this mission statement about 820. Rebel every time you meet and rebel. This is a constant cadence about what you should keep in mind when you're going out into the world today. And I say the world means anything outside of you. Your family, friends, and anything outside of you is the world that you got to encounter. But before you do that, make sure you consider rebelling against what has been the status quo for you all these years, without any questions, without any investigation, without any observations, new observations that could then confirm your originality, your genuineness, as you are you, and not you because everyone else is doing what everyone else is has been doing. So I'm not asking you to just be militant or a contrarian like me, but at least ask the questions, the genuine questions, not just to be difficult, but to get a new level of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you can prove not just how you do things, but your own discipline, to be consistent with what you do and how you do it, and then you're able to communicate that to others, to your loved ones, to your friends, even to enemies, to strangers. There's no need for you to tailor you because you're meeting someone different today. I'm offering to you to be consistent with your approach to your life and then how you present it to the world. Not what you're different, or how you're different at home than you are on the street. I'm asking you to consider being more consistent with that. Because again, if you don't, you have to then retract and retrace what is your truth today versus what it was yesterday, and how you can present this or represent this or change that for tomorrow. I think it's a lot of work to do that instead of just being yourself genuinely and originally. So, I alluded to earlier on the mission statement for 820. The vision statement for 820, which is also tied into the book we'll get into, hopefully, if not in this podcast, in future podcasts. The vision statement is really more like a vision question. That vision question is, what drives you? What drives you as part of the vision for 820? And when I say what drives you, doesn't mean we have to be the same in everything we do. My view on life might be at variance with your view on life. They're different. But I submit to you that we have more in common than we have on the margins. So just consider that going forward. Not just consider that idea for yourself, what drives you. Consider also, as another level of that, what drives you, what connects us? What brings us together? Not what divides us. Not the black and white, the fatter and thinner, red or blue. Start with what actually connects us more than what separates us. Again, trying to be true to what I'm offering you as the 500 seconds of your life. I'm asking you to share with me today. I don't want to go over time, but I've touched on a couple of things here today, and of course, gives us more an opportunity, if you are interested, to come back and digest what I said to you today, and come back with an more open heart, mind about the next version of 820. So, when you get a chance, please subscribe, leave a comment, a rating, and I look forward to presenting to you another insight. Another insight, another installment of 820. And this urgency meeting is now concluded. Thank you.